Hello. Hi again, guys. We were having a little bit of technical difficulties at first, but I am back. Alisa here. Your Seize the Day coach, Alisa Sanders. And I'm here to help you and coach you into living instead of existing. Okay. So I hope you've had a good day today. I know it's kind of late, but we're just going to be on here for a few minutes, just talking a little bit and chit-chatting about accepting it. That's what I titled this today, accepting it. So, we have been talking about existing versus living. We have been talking about progress and consistency. So you want to be consistent in the things that you do. So I just want to just say, come on in, everybody, and thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for following, and thank you for commenting. I appreciate it all. So we're going to be talking about living, right? And accepting what God has for you. Accepting the change. Accepting that you might need to do something different. Okay, it's time to accept it. So the last video we talked about relenting, meaning you're easing up. You're backing off. You're not going to be in the driver's seat anymore. You're going to allow God to be in the driver's seat of your life. You're going to allow him to be the head of your life. Why? Because he knows better than you. He knows what's up ahead on the road. He knows to steer you down a better path than the one that you've been going on. Especially if you have been living a life and you weren't truly living. Especially if you were just going through the motions of life and you were confused and you were depressed and you had all these issues and you weren't happy, there was no joy. It's probably time for you to let go of the reins and let God take over. It's probably time for that. I promise you. I've been there and I've done that, and I can tell you it's time to let go. And it's time to just accept it. Accept that there's a different way that he wants you to go. Accept that there's another path. Accept that he has something better for you. Accept that you might have to change some things about yourself. Accept that you're going to have to change your way. Accept it. It's better when you just say, you know what? I do have a problem being consistent. I don't have any progress in my life. I'm in the same place I was 5-10 years ago. I'm not doing anything different. I'm not doing anything better. I'm in a horrible relationship. You have to accept that, you know what? I've been going about this wrong. Maybe I should, dig a little deeper into my life and dig a little deeper and see what I really should be doing. I'm still at the same job, making the same money. I haven't gotten a raise in 10 years. And I don't even really like being here. Honey, when you going to accept that it's time to do something else? Especially if you're not happy about it. Especially if it doesn't bring you any joy. Then yeah, it might be time to change some things up. So accept that. Change is not always bad. Some change is good. So you need to go ahead and accept that change and move forward in it. And understand that God has more for you. He has better for you. After you let go of the reins, after you let go of trying to be in the driver's seat, thinking you know how to do it all, knowing that you don't, thinking you know the better way, but it ain't working, allow God to take over. Give it over to him and just accept that he knows better. There's nothing wrong with that. There's strength in that. There's peace in that. There's joy in that. Accept it. I don't care if you've been painting houses for 20 years and now all of a sudden you like, well, you know what? I don't really want to paint houses. I ain't really want to do that. I just did it to pay the bills. I really wanted to be a chef. Okay. And if you can cook and people are, wanting you to cook all the time, you can do that. If you got a family line full of cooks and everybody could cook so well and you could cook too, maybe you should change it up. And if that's what makes you happy, maybe that's what you should be doing. You don't have to just exist and go through the motions of life because you need it to do, you know, something to pay your bills. Do what you have to do for a while, but you don't just stay stuck in something that you know you don't like, or that you know that you hate, and that you know that's not going to take you anywhere. You know, if it's not going to have anything, if it's not going to bring growth to your life. You know, open up your own business. Get you a food truck. Open up your own restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Do what you love. Do what the passions that are in your heart. Those are things that God even placed inside of you. Accept that you need to change. Accept it. It's okay. Accept that you have to let go of trying to be the boss. Let God be the boss. He knows better than you. It's okay to relent. It's okay to accept it. It's okay to say, okay, God, you know what? I've been messing up for 15 years and it's not going right. I'm going to move over and I'm going to let you do it. That's what you need to do. It's okay. It's strength in that. It's okay to you know, change things. It's okay to start all over again. As long as you're here, there's opportunity to do something. You're here, you're alive, and you're well. There is opportunity to do something. So don't just sit there and just go through the motions of this life, of this world, and doing the same thing day in and day out, but it's not getting you anywhere. Let wisdom come in and say, you know what? I'm going to stop trying to be in control because I'm not controlling the situation well. Things still ain't going right. I keep trying to make it work, and guess what? It ain't working. Or you know it's something else you're supposed to be doing. God already told you to, okay, go do such and such. And you, but, because that was me. But I got bills. He know you got bills. Believe me, he knows. He gonna help you through that situation too. I'm not telling you to go quit your job right now. But you might have to do both for a minute. Until you get up on your feet. And then you can let that regular job go that you hate, okay? Don't just leave if you know you like your job and you know that's what you want to do. Don't do that, you know. But if you know it's something that you stuck, the pay is not good, you don't have any time to yourself, and it's just all around just not what you want, right? It's not good for you, or it's stressing you out too bad or whatever. Then that's when you start to rethink some things. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't want to be this. I want to go do something else. I don't want to be a nurse. You know what? I want to be a lawyer. Go to law school. It's okay. It's all right. If that's what's in your heart. If that's what you're passionate about. If that's what's tugging at you. You should try it out. You should. I'm just going to encourage you today. Think about it. Dig deep. What are you passionate about? Think about it. What would you do if you weren't getting paid for it, but you would still love to do it? Think about it. What makes you smile? What makes you happy? What are you good at? Think about those things. Think about them. And just see. See if it's something that you should do. Okay, so write down in the comments and let me know if there's something that you know that you were passionate about and something else that you wanted to do in this life. Let me know. Because I'm telling you, I've had different jobs, right? A lot of different jobs. And I didn't know what I wanted to do for a long time. I didn't know. I honestly did not know what I wanted to do. I remember when I was graduating from high school and I was so frustrated with myself because I'm like, I thought I knew what I wanted to do, but then like my mind keep changing. But then again, when we go back to some of the other videos, you'll see I had a problem starting things and stopping, starting and stopping. I wasn't consistent. Well, we ain't gonna do that no more, right? We're not doing that no more. But I'm telling you, I was doing that. But what the point that I'm trying to make is, I didn't know. And I didn't know what I really, really liked. Because at that time, the only thing that really caught my attention was music. I love to sing. I love to listen to music. It's like music just took me to another place. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was always a source of comfort for me, right? So it's not a coincidence that when God said that I was a writer, I'm also a songwriter. Okay? There is no coincidence about that. There's no coincidence that I'm on the praise team. There's no coincidence in that. That's where I should be. It's no coincidence that I write songs. Music is a love of mine. And that's something that God uses, you know, to speak to me. Or for me to speak to somebody else. What he's saying through the words that he's given me. So there's no coincidence in that. So when I found out that I was a writer, one of the first things that I wrote was a song. That was one of the first things I wrote was a song. And I've written many songs, but now it's on me to be consistent with my songs. It's time to get them out there where they belong. Stop procrastinating. Stop putting it off. Be consistent. Make progress. Live. Don't just exist. Because me sitting over there with the songs, not doing anything with them, or me writing the book, but never getting it published, I'm just existing. It's there. It's not helping anybody. It's not doing anything. But me going forward in those things, getting things published, constantly doing what I'm supposed to do, that's living. Being consistent, having progress, listening to the voice of the Lord, doing what he is telling me to do. That is what is helping me to live. And I promise you, that's what's going to help you to live. Hi. That's what's going to help you to live. Don't just sit there and have potential. No. Use that potential. Use the potential. You don't want to be like that servant in the Bible. Remember the parable about the man had the servants and he gave them talents? He gave one, 2, and I think he gave one 3. And they took them, right? And they did something with their talents. And that one that had 1, what did he do? He buried it. He buried it because he was afraid to do something with it. Afraid of what his master was going to say. So I knew you was a hard taskmaster. So you ain't do nothing with what I gave you? You didn't make it grow? You didn't make it multiply? You just gonna bury it? Nothing? You could have got more out of this if you had used it. It's no good if you just bury it and leave it alone and forget about it. He called him slothful and wicked. Those are not good things. And he told him, get away from me, right? You don't want God to tell you that. Use what you got. What's in your hand? What did he give you? What did he put on the inside of you to do? Do that. I promise you it'll make you a lot happier. It doesn't matter if you've never done it before. It doesn't matter if you're uncomfortable. It's okay. You can get past that. You can get past it. You definitely can. So, guys, accept that you might have to change something. Accept it. It's okay. It's okay to let go and just accept that now it's time for change. It's time to move on. It's time to do something different. I'm encouraging you today. So please write in the comments if you feel like there's something that you need to change and it's something that you need to accept about yourself. Accept that it's okay to change. Accept that now is the time to move forward. Accept that now is the time to have progress and consistency in your life. Accept that it's time to follow your dreams and your passions. God did not give them to you for no reason. So I just want to encourage you that today. And please let me know down in the comments, okay? I like feedback. Talk back to me. Okay? Talk back to me. Oh, connect with me, guys. I'm going to put the link to join my email list so you can hook up with me, so you can know what's going on with me, what I have going on, when the book drops, when the course starts, all of that. And then I'll invite you to take a free quiz to see if it is the time for you to work with me. Right? Yes. Okay. So I'll leave it at that. And I'll see you guys later. Have an awesome night. God bless. Bye.